This just about sums it up, Tagman. This just about sums it up. I hate you. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Oh man, this is Desktop Dungeons. The tile set is by Derek Yu. I don't know who actually made the game. Apparently he didn't want to credit himself. Well, let's look at the credits. Here we go. Desktop Dungeons might just be a 10-minute roguelike by Rodin Joubert, Danny Day, and Mark Luck. I have no clue how to say that guy's name. Epic thanks to Derek Yu for the tile set and other people that I don't really care about. Go back. By the way, this is an awesome picture. I love this guy taking on the goat. That's cool. There's not really much sound, so I don't know why I didn't just record right off of the microphone instead of doing it this way. This means I got to do more work. Oh well. You can see here that you've got some things to choose from. I'm only going to show you things that you can see at the beginning of the game for the most part. So you get to pick a race. You can choose humans, who convert skill glyphs into an attack bonus. Elves, they convert skill glyphs into max mana bonus. Dwarfs convert skill glyphs into max health. Halflings convert them into health potions, and gnomes convert them into mana potions. Then you pick a class. The four classes that you can play as at the beginning of the game are Fighter, and their abilities, they can see the locations of monsters of their equal or lower level. Veteran, they get +1 experience per kill. Pit Dog, they survive the first killing blow, which is a really useful ability. The first time you die, you don't die. That's awesome. Thief, the very first class I played, they get Stabber. First attack gets a +30% damage. Hoarder, 33% more items on the map. And Survivor, potions restore health and mana, which is useful. Priests have +2 health gain per level. They're the hit point tanks. Good Drink, they get 100%. The health potions always fill up their entire hit points. Usually you only get so many hit points from a health potion. I know like at the lower levels you get like 5. And good golly, 200% physical damage to undead. Priests, as you would expect, to defeat undead. And Lowly Wizard. They get to see the locations of all glyphs. They use skills at -1 mana, which is good because skills are usually expensive. But their attack bonus is decreased by 25%. And they get +1. There's one extra glyph on the map, and they get one extra slot for glyphs. None of this probably means anything to you. As you can see here, there's some blank spots where it says like beat the dungeon boss with a wizard and then with a sorcerer. So you can see the names of the classes. It'll just tell you some of them. And the ones with the cyan boxes are the ones that I have beaten. So you can see I've beaten it with the first two of each of these, but I have not yet beaten it with the final form. The first ones that I did was this, and my rogue. Rogue is my favorite class. First strike in combat regardless of level, which means you always deal damage first. Evasive, which means 20% of the time you get missed. And dangerous. You have -5 health per level, so you're not gaining hit points very fast, but you do 50% extra damage. And I like humans because they add attack bonus. Since you do a lot of damage and you strike first in combat, killing people's good. Now there's a tutorial dungeon, which I played the first time. Very important to play that. It explains some things. This game does not have a lot of information about it. Let me see here. There is a README. I should probably take a look at that at some point, but not right now. Normal, which is what you normally do to unlock these things, and then this Gauntlet and Snake Pit. I've tried Snake Pit, but I tried it when I had only the original classes unlocked, and so it didn't go so well. This is definitely a more difficult mode. So let's just go into normal mode. And I'm playing this in a very small window, so forgive me if I have trouble figuring out what I'm seeing here. Here's your rogue. This is the gold you have. Gold carries over from one character to the next. And when you're going through this dungeon, if the dungeons are randomly generated, and sometimes they become impossible to beat because you are not able to defeat the monsters, and they're blocking every hallway, so there's nothing you can do. That's why they have this retire button. But you get to keep your gold when you die, which is awesome. Here's piety. If you find a shrine, you can dedicate yourself to a god, and then you get piety for doing things that God likes. It never tells you what those things are. So you just kind of have to go trial and error. Health potions restore health. Mana potions restore mana. Your attack bonus. Everything when you get a bonus to a percentage bonus, it applies to the base damage. So if I got another 50% bonus, it would be just another +2, except it would not. It would be a 100% bonus and it would be +5. Awesome. Here's your health, here's your mana, here's your level and the experience points you need to level up. Here's where skill glyphs go when you pick them up, and they're just basically spells. You click on them, they use mana, things happen. When we were talking about those convert things, what you can do is if you have a spell you don't want, you drag it over to this symbol, this blue and red yin-yang-ish looking thing, and that will convert into whatever it is. Since I'm human, it converts into further attack bonus, and so that 50% would go up to 60%. Here is a very dodgy description of your abilities, and then the current effects. So you can see I have first strike and I have a dodge chance of 20%. Now, you can control yourself by using the arrow keys or by clicking, and I believe also the numpad. Yeah, the numpad works too. Does WASD work? No. Okay. Now, when you want to you see these little numbers here. This guy's level 7, and his stats pop up in the bottom right. If I go to one where I have a chance, well, yeah, none of these are going to show up very well. So the serpent, it says I would next hit victory. This guy, he would kill me. This person would kill me. This person would kill me. So I don't want to fight them. But I do want to fight this snake. So all I have to do to fight the snake is click on it or move into it, and dunk, he dies. Now normally you get to hit the monster and it gets to hit you back. But because I have first strike and I killed that thing in one hit, it dies and I'm fine, which I love. So you get to look at these guys. Here is a good example. Look at her health bar. You see how most of it is a darker red? That is showing me how much damage I would do to it. And you'll see if I move my mouse, my health bar turns red, bright red. When I mouse over, it turns dark red. And that's because she would kill me when I hit her. I would do that much damage to her, then because she's not dead, she would kill me. Actually, she has first strike as well, so we would hit each other at the same time. Something I didn't know, you can move diagonally behind monsters. I always thought that this was blocking the path, so I never did that. This is not like so much a Let's Play. This is an explanatory video, because this game is not maybe the README. I was confused like crazy while playing this game. And by the way, the reason why I hate Tagman so much, I downloaded this game at about noon. It's about 11. It's almost midnight right now, and I have played this game, I believe, 10 of those 12 hours. It's insane. All right, so above me here, that brown thing is a chest. I can buy a pendant of mana. It would cost me 20 gold. I have 62. You can only have a max of 70 gold at any one time so far. Maybe there's an upgrade to that later. If I buy it, I get +2 maximum mana. I have never bought this, and I never will. I don't like it. Oh, and items, they're only good for this one round of the dungeon. If you die and start over again, or even if you win and start over again, you don't get your items back. This health-looking icon actually increases my maximum health by 1 point. And here's another monster. Dragon Spawn. I deal 7 damage. It has 7 hit points, so I kill it. Bonk. You're dead. Let's see. What else can I explain while I'm here? Some of these monsters you're not going to see right off. As you play the game and beat the dungeons with different classes, you unlock new enemies, new items at the stores, which is what that little thing is. I call it a chest, but actually if you look at it closer, it is a store. And you unlock new spells sometimes and other new classes and new game modes. Alright, so the one thing that we cannot see here is the fact that as you move around, if you're injured or you have used up some of your magic or your hit points, as you uncover the black parts of the screen, you will regain hit points and mana. Very important. And it actually shows you that when you're going around uncovering the screen, you want to leave some black spaces, especially black spaces where you expect there to not be a monster. Because then if you get in a fight with a monster, you kill it, you've lost some hit points and what have you, you can go over and then quickly explore that black area to regain your hit points. This goblin has first strike, so now you see it's going to injure me and I'm going to injure it. Actually, I'm going to kill it. Now that I've lost 3 hit points, watch when I walk over towards this blackness. See those little red dots go over and fill my life back up? They don't always fill you up completely. I just happen to have so few hit points that there's really no choice but to do that. Alright, I can get right there, and I can kill this snake. Ha! Take that, snake. I need to kill one more thing in order to level up, and I would like to level up right at the end of this video. That would be cool. Ah, that's gold. Gold is obviously good, and now I have extra gold. I think different classes or something must influence how much the gold is worth, because sometimes I pick up the gold, and it seems like every one I pick up is only 1 gold, and this guy seems to always pick up 2 or 3 gold. So I don't know what's going on here. Will I kill this snake? No, the snake kills me outright. I don't think there's... I can only kill level 1 monsters right now. It's the one bad thing about being a rogue. They have crap for hit points, so they have to kill it right off the bat, or they die. Let me see if I can find... There's more gold. Ah, here's a level 1. Now, when I kill this guy, I'm going to hit 5 of 5 and go up to level 2, and you'll see my stats will increase. So right now I'm at 5 base damage, and oh, here I regain 1 hit point per uncovered dungeon block. Let's kill you. Now I have 10 base damage, so we increase by 5. My bonus goes up because it's a percentile increase, and then I gain extra. Oh, now I gain 2 hit points per uncovered dungeon block. Isn't that awesome? But with a strength of 15, I can now wipe this guy out, and I believe, yep, I wipe this guy out, and she would kill me because she has first strike. So what I need to do is walk back over here, get a hit point back. Now I kill her. Now we're going to come back. This is the last thing I think I'm going to show you. This this gray thing is an altar, and so it's an altar to a god. You step onto it, and we can see here that it is Mystera Anur. So we pray. Praying does nothing in and of itself. Pray is basically just interact with this. Pale blue altar shimmers into view. This is the holy ground of Mystera Anur, patron deity of everything arcane. Her magical power has shattered her mind. She is capable of great violence, yet also strongly mourns violent behavior. Followers walk an uneasy path. The clue here, I know for sure, if you worship her, worship is when you actually choose the god. See, joining this religion will set your base damage to 1. With my rogue, that would immediately mean that I have lost the game. That's it. I would lose. And the other thing is, you see it here, it says that she is capable of great violence, yet she also strongly mourns violent behavior. If you attack things physically, she takes away piety points. So, and I think you get piety points by learning new spells, or something like that. Here I can buy a health potion. I already have a health potion. You do want quite a few health potions, but I'm not going to buy it until I have to. Ooh, more gold. Alright, so... By the way, this is also one of the reasons why I didn't do a Let's Play of this. This game is kind of weak for watching. Here, this symbol, the first time I was playing this game, I saw these symbols on the ground. I thought they were traps. Because the one that I saw, it's basically like a black circle with 2 red eyes in it. And it was actually a petrification spell that I could use against enemies. But when I first saw it, I thought it was going to petrify me. So here we walk on top of it. We see that it's the, wait, what? Spell. Costs 6 mana. We go ahead and pick up the glyph, and now we have access to the glyph. And now, when we cast it, this will teleport us to a random location in the dungeon. So let's click that. And you can see it teleported us right down here. Oh, that was a great use of mana. Alright, let's get that point of mana back. We need another point of mana, which I can get by going right there. Let's cast it again. Oh, it put us right over here. Oh, this game is so fun. So there you are. It's actually a very fun game. What I like most about it, I love the fantasy motif, because I'm big on fantasy, but the other thing that I really like about it is that it is essentially just a puzzle. There's not, it's all, there's some luck to it when it randomly generates the dungeon, but then after that, it's all skill. You have all of the numbers you need. There is no random number generator. I know that when I hit this guy, I'm going to die. The game even tells me I'm going to die. So, you just go around, and it'll be different when you're playing other characters, and you then have to use your skills, your spells, your potions, the ability to level up while you're fighting other monsters, shrine powers, items you buy at stores, all to solve the puzzle that is each dungeon floor. So I will leave you there. Bye bye.